Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Tuesday, and I'm doing this really awkward thing with the camera, but I am going to do a tutorial on this look today, and nothing special, and I tried some new things from Ulta, and the best ones, I forgot to mention the lips. I really like the lip gloss, and I love the Urban Decay palette. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I am going to try this new camera today. Chanel is over here messing with me. And I'm going to try some new makeup that I just got from Ulta the other day. And it is raining and dreary out today. So I thought maybe if I came in my kitchen where it's all bright, it would be okay. And I'm having a hard time with like getting everything set up. Hold on just a second. Okay, this light isn't the best, but I think we can make it work. I'm going to use today, my primer is the YSL. And I usually just pour some on my hand. And of course, my brush that I want to use isn't out here. Hold on just a second. Okay, so this is the brush I wanted to use, and it is the IT Cosmetics, I told you about it before, the 115, and so that's my primer now. So I'm going to put it on my forehead, and I mainly use primer to make my foundation last. I'm not really into the pore refining primers. Not that I probably couldn't use them, but I feel like they make my skin too gunky. Okay, let me move you up a little bit closer. Okay, then I'm going to use the All Hours foundation in shade number BD35, which is kind of light, but not as light as that one I used the other day. I felt, oh, I can almost use this camera for a mirror, but I'm gonna just dab. This is one pump. And I know a lot of you were so worried about this foundation being drying, but it just really hasn't been drying to me, but I do have combo skin. So I want you to see how one pump is amazing. And it's not thick. I feel like all those new ones are so thick compared to this. I mean, this just spreads out and spreads and spreads. I even go down my neck. I go all over. Yeah, use the magnifying side. Yes, that's better. Okay, and it's just so, see how I barely have to blend it into my hairline? It's because it's not, for one thing, it's not too light like that other one was, and it just goes in so easily. Okay, the main reason I went to Ulta the other day and went makeup shopping is because I was trying to find a pressed powder that would replace the classic beige, because using the loose is just not the same. So I got two of them. I had one of the Bare Minerals girls help me with the Bare Pro, and it's funny, I think this was right in between two that I've already had, which was like sandalwood and pecan, and this is actually called sandstone, and it is almost identical to classic beige. So I'm going to try that with the same brush and just dab it in there. I don't know how powdery this is. Looks like it's not as powdery. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing I would do with the classic beige, which is kind of just right here, right here, kind of like bronzing, but you're really not. It's just giving some dimension and a little bit of extra coverage to your face. Okay, see how that already just adds that little bit? I think this is a good match. And then when I'm through, maybe I'll go all over. Okay, another one I got is, that's kind of a plus, I like that, is the Laura Geller Baked in Golden Medium. Chanel is beside me under the table, looking at me and messing with me from up under the table because my table's glass. Okay, so this is more of a luminous, and I thought I would get this just to kind of put, it's illuminating foundation. So I thought maybe I would get this and take the same brush, get a little bit, and maybe just go on my cheeks like that. Ooh, I like that. Let's go ahead and go around those same places. It's not real sparkly. I bet this would look good on the décolleté too. Just use what's left on your brush. Okay. Loving both of those. Good, that's the first time I've used them. Okay, so next thing I got, I've looked at this so many times and not gotten it. I'm sorry, I won't have to get used to looking at the lens. But this is the Park Avenue Princess, like bronzer, I guess bronzer and contour palette, High Performance Naturals Chisel palette. And I love to chisel. Look how pretty this is. Wow. I haven't even opened this yet. And it smells chocolatey. I know that Tarte was not the one that started with that, but it smells chocolatey. Ooh, I love palettes like this that have those good highlight colors that aren't necessarily sparkly. So Halo, Enhance, Carrot, Princess Cut, and Going Crown. So it has several different shades. So let's go in with my favorite little brush is not out here. Let me go get it because I really like that one. Okay, so here it is. It's the NARS brush, and I was thinking I do really like this Wayne Goss brush for contouring too. I like it because it's so small, and see how it goes to a good point, but I have no idea which one this was. I think it might have been a special edition, so I'm going to stick with this one, and I'm going to go into this color right here, Princess Cut. Just a little bit. I don't know how pigmented these are. And I'm going to go right into, turn my mirror, right there. I just think when you do way back there by your ear, it makes the biggest difference. And this is pigmented. I usually go right in there and then I go up, flick up. Like that. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go, let's see, do I need any more like bronzery? I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing, and I'm going to take this Smashbox angle brush, and I'm going to go into Carrot right here, which is a little bit more lighter and a little bit more tan. It looks like it might have a little bit of shimmer in it. So I'm just going to tap my brush in it and kind of go over that whole cheekbone. And then hairline, yes. And then jawline. And then I carry it down to this area right here that you want to tighten up and keep that shadow. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm just going to wipe this brush off, and I'm going to go into Enhance, which is this color right here, to highlight. Okay, and I'm going to go over the tops of my cheeks. Maybe right here in my forehead, and then chin, and then jawline. Okay, and then, okay, let's do the halo right here. And across my lips like that. Okay, love that. Now, should I use a blush? Should I use a blush? Okay, I just zoomed in some so you can see. I'm gonna have to crouch down some. But okay, so now you can see how pretty that looks. And I did decide to use one of my favorite nude blushes, which is the Tarte Exposed. I used this the other day and I forgot how much I loved it. So I'm gonna just use that same angled brush. I could use this one. Let's use this one. This is the sheer blush brush, I think, from Smashbox. And I'm gonna go into that and I'm gonna put this like right into that, right into the contour, kind of like right above it. Like that. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love those powders. Okay, and now I'm going to do some Glam Glow Glow Setter Spray. This is such a fine mist that it doesn't take long to dry. It smells so good, and it doesn't make it too glowy, too matte. It just brings everything together. Okay, so now we are going to, I got 2 new palettes and I can't decide which one to try. I got this NYX and I got this beautiful Laura Geller. I think I'm going to do the NYX just because it's so affordable. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids with my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Minor Sin, and mine's just about out, so I'm having to squeeze it and make sure some is on the lid or on the thing here. I see you, Chanel. Get that in the corner and all the way up. And I love that it has like a little bit of a sheen. Okay, so this is my first time. We've swatched these, Brooke and I, but I haven't ever used them. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go in with this light cream color. It looks to be matte all over. With this little Smashbox brush. I'm gonna go in that inner corner. I want to do a video soon for you guys. I'm not going to get into it now because I want it to be a whole video of how cameras and real life are so different, because I know that it is very easy, because I have a 17-year-old. I know I'm lucky because I don't know how my parents were such good parents at the ages of 19 and 21 when they had me, and then they had my brother 3 years later. But for somehow they raised us to be confident, and not in a way that I think I don't know, it's confident in the way that you know you're not that special and neither is anyone else, or I don't know, just to not worry about things. And it's so hard today to do that with Instagram and, you know, just all the social media. So I really have to deal with that with Brooke, you know, and so I get to hear like things that she says, and I think that they're probably things that a lot of people think, and so I would love to kind of just offer my advice on some of those things, and I will do that. Okay, so let's do, we really don't have a good warm transition shade in here, so I'm going to go into this Park Avenue palette because I've got to have something matte and warm in my crease. So I'm going to go in with this just the Carrot, which is what I used as my bronzer, with this MAC brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, this is pretty. Wow. Go into my crease and out a little bit. And that will be kind of my boundary for how high I go up and my transition shade. And kind of swirl that on the outside like that. That is so pretty. Okay, then I'm going to, the color that I think I was most drawn to is this one. So I'm going to put that on my lid. And I'm just using that same brush, because it's probably what I don't use just a whole bunch of different brushes. I like to get some that I like and kind of just keep wiping them off. Okay, and kind of blend that up into that color that you used. And because my lids are so curved right here, I have to really pay attention to get it down to there, even though most of the time my liner covers that. Okay, so now we just have that warm shade right there. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe go into this shade right here that is a little bit darker, and maybe do the outer corner. And just bring it out a little bit. I'm always trying to, my eyes are kind of small, so I'm always bringing them out like this. And it's amazing what difference it makes. And I like to just work in like a V, like that. And then, let's see, am I going to bring anything under the eye? Let's use that really cool brush, this one, that has that really cool tip. And let's do some of that darkest shade right on the corner of my eye. Chanel, I can't talk to you right now. Okay, and I think that's all I'm going to do. Let's see, there is this one lighter color right here, a gold, that I could put like right here and right here. This palette's pretty, but I wouldn't say it's anything that special. I think the other one is more special. I've already used it one time. This little palette is beautiful. It's like the cooler tones. It's gorgeous. But we'll do this one today. Okay, so I really want something, let's look in here. I really want something darker on the edges. Let's go with this darkest color in this Princess palette. Let's go with Crown. Yeah, that looks pretty. Okay, now let's do the brows. Okay, so when I was back there in my bathroom, I really need something darker and cooler in here. I think it's just too warm for me. So I'm gonna grab this Sephora shadow I was telling you guys about in something Danger in Paradise. And I have to do something to this look. Okay, I'm gonna take this little smudger brush, and this is what I would do right here. Just bring that across the lid and then kind of out and up. Like I went too far down. Yeah. Like that. Yes, I have to have something that, this is just all too light for me. Maybe that palette would be just good for crease colors. Okay, then I'm gonna take that other brush and I'm just gonna kind of blend out that top. But I'm not the best blender. Sometimes I kind of like a I don't know, more of a defined look there. Okay, let's go ahead and do our brows, because that will kind of help me know how much more I want to do. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow, Legendary Brows in Bridget. And I just want to do a simple brow today. So I'm going to take this and just run it through. This is like an amazing product if you just want to do something simple with your brows, because you can really get in there and do a lot. Just keep flicking it in the front and it'll kind of fill that in, and then bring it over. And if you want to fill in the ends, just keep going over it. And that's all I'm going to do for that. Without going to the next step, I want to do some concealer. This is a new concealer I picked up, and it's medium light, and it is the Urban Decay All Nighter. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't put anything, you know, under my eyes yet. And it looks like it is not going to be light enough to do much. That's a bummer. And I have a damp beauty blender, so I'm going to just blend that out. And I'm going to still probably need maybe my Radiant Rose or something to lighten that up some. But we'll do that for now because it looks so dark under there. Okay, now we are going to do let's do the lips. I need something to lift my spirits here because I'm not really liking what I see that much in the mirror. Okay, Spice. You can never go wrong if you start with Spice, MAC Spice. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do just a thin line of Spice. Right on my lip line. Okay. And kind of lightly, you don't want to smudge it out too much, but kind of lightly rub that in. Like that. And then I've got two lips that I could use. I've got this one that was on sale the other day for $10 and I really liked it. It's the Melted Latex in Peekaboo, or this matte. And I think I'm going to go with this Peekaboo because I think I'll feel better with it. So you will see that this is kind of a cool tone pink and that Spice is warm. That's what I really like to do. I think when you mix those, that's when something magical happens. So I've used this once and I really liked it. Okay, so there you go. That's a really pretty nude lip. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so now I feel better. Let's do some eyeliner. I bought this a few weeks ago and I forgot to tell you guys. I had taken it out of the box and been using it and I've just forgotten to show it. It's the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Liner Pen. And I really like it. It's got a nice brushy tip. You can get a really thin line or you can make it into a thicker line. And I think today I'm going to do a thicker line. And then I'm going to try this mascara. I bought it and I haven't even tried it. I bought it for Brooke, and but I keep seeing people talk about it, so I'm gonna try that in a minute. So okay, I'm gonna do my liner here. Okay, I always start, make sure you can see, I always start right here, kind of small. First thing I do is try to fill in right there where my lids kind of curl down and into my lashes. Okay, then one thing easy about having the pen is how you can just lay it on its side like that, draw a line and then swoop it over like that. And so you can stay like that, or if you're like me, you want to keep building on that. Okay, and then I kind of take this to meet up with it like that. And then I can decide how far out I want to go. I think I want to go a little further out, and like when you go a little bit further out, well, then you'll take that and you'll just meet it up with that, like that. Yeah, that's perfect. See how that made that whole look come together. Okay, this eye, I have a hard time for some reason starting like this. I should, but a lot of times what I'll do in a hurry is just jump the gun and do this. And then do it. I think we all do weird things. I guess it's all about the angles. And then I have to come in like this. I always miss this little bit of eyelid right there. Okay, now I'm gonna even up. I think this needs to come out a little longer. Like that. I think this one's a little chunkier. Yep, that's got it. Oh, there's nothing like eyeliner. What would I do without eyeliner? Okay, I really, really like this. I like this better than the Kat Von D. And I like it better than the Tom Ford. I kind of like how small it is, and I love the brush is just like real bendy and nice. I just really like it. It will be a good one to try. Okay, so right now I just went and got my, this thing lasts forever. It's the Prep and Prime Radiant Rose. I'm gonna show you the magic of Radiant Rose right now. Okay, you can do it with a beauty blender. Maybe I'll do one side with my finger and one side with the beauty blender. I usually bring it down and out just to brighten up under there. And then this one. And then, okay, that really brightened that up. Okay, now let's do some mascara and lashes. And to give this mascara a good try, and be fair, I am going to curl my lashes, even though I don't usually. This is a Chanel eyelash curler. I think it was like limited edition. And I do use New Lash, and my lashes would still be better if I didn't use false lashes every day, but I can't help myself. That's one of my, just one of my weaknesses. Okay, so we're gonna try this Lash Total Temptation from Maybelline. And I'm gonna do this so I can get up close. Okay, it's hard to compare anything to the Dior. But it is pretty. It is pretty, I'll have to say. There's your nail. I'm pretty impressed. Okay guys, now I'm on my regular camera. My other one, I don't know why. I'm gonna have to read on why it cut off. I have plenty of memory in it, and I had just changed the battery, so I'm not sure why it cut off. I don't know if there's a limit to how long you can record, but anyway, I went ahead and tried this put this mascara on, so you can see it's okay. It's nothing compared to the Dior. So I'm going to use some Duo glue, and I'm going to put on my red cherry lashes that are already, I think they're the same ones. And somebody was asking me how I take the glue off. Because this is the latex glue, you can just kind of grab this glue and it pulls right off without hurting the lash. So that's what I'm going to do. So I put a dot here on my paper towel. I will get some on a Q-tip, and then I will dab it on the back don't try to put it right out of the tube on the back because you'll just get too much. And it globs everywhere, gets in your lashes and makes you pull out your lashes, and it makes it harder to use them so many times. I don't know if this video will ever see the light of day because it's been such a mess, but we will see. Will has been home sick, not with the flu, just a cold, for this is the second day. He was actually, they had Saturday school to make up for snow days, and he couldn't go to that either. He actually, Friday when I dropped him off, I was thinking I should have kept him home. But you know, when you get him up and you don't have that much time, and then you get to school, it's kind of like after he was sniffing and stuff, I was thinking, And I told her, I texted the teacher and told her, you know, if he was bad to call me, and she didn't, but he was sick. Okay, so now I'm going to let these lashes dry, and I'm going to get my tweezers. Okay, remember how I said to grab them in the middle like that, and it kind of smushes them out some, and then I just come right down and set them right in place. And I mean, these lashes just couldn't fit me any better, you know. That's just, like I said, that is the key, because I keep trying other ones that I see that I really like, but they don't fit my eye as well as these do. And see how they complete that whole look, and because that kind of comes out there, it almost creates a shadow right there. So don't judge your eye makeup too much until you put these on. I can really go almost without a crease color with these on. Okay, and I kind of felt that glue on. And let me take my clips down. I wanted more va va boom here today, so I put a Velcro roller in the back, and I used a different product. I'll put everything I used down below. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is something I do all the time, and sometimes I list it and sometimes I don't, and I should. It's the Laura Geller Baked Body Frosting in Tahitian Glow. I use this giant Sephora brush, and I just dab it in there, and what I usually do is go across my chest a little bit, like that, and then I go on my arms like that. And then underneath here where it's like white compared to the top of my arms, I kind of go under here too. So it'll match and not look so white, because when they look white, they just look bigger. So I'm gonna go right here on the tops of my, I've been working out my arms some more. So it's, muscle memory is amazing. I can already tell. Okay. So get under there, and I've just got on like a black cami today with my black yoga pants, my favorite ones from New York & Company. Brooke and I wear these so much. I need to go get us at least one more pair. I had bought some a while ago, and then in one of my giveaway splurges, giving them all to my friend Brandy, because I wasn't wearing them, and now I've started wearing them again. So they're really inexpensive. They're less than $20 most of the time I get them on sale. So that is the look for today. It's just going to be a stay-at-home day for me, but I just wanted to kind of play with some of that new makeup. And I would say that that NYX shadow palette is a pass. I would say that this is not for me. It might be for you if you have really great lashes and you just want a little bit of extra. I would say the Urban Decay concealer seemed to be good, but too dark for what I wanted it for. And I would say the winner out of the whole thing was this. I really like this Park Avenue Princess palette. It's just really nice. So that would be my winner out of all of it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry this is probably going to be choppy and very unprofessional like me. And but I have to, in order to know how to use that camera, it's kind of like I have to use it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll try to come back tomorrow and do another video on something. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.